Texas. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Vikings ready to go to work, led out by their quarterback in his 3rd year wearing purple, 9th year overall in the NFL, a Pro Bowler in Kirk Cousins.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
Minnesota.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
At the 17-yard line.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Texans.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Madison, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Decision time, opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out now comes two-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his 4th year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
When we talk about the best dual quarterbacks in the NFL, don't leave Deshaun Watson out of the conversation. 2 straight years he's been a Pro Bowler. Excellent numbers again last season with 26 touchdown passes, 7 more added on the ground, and firm leadership and control of his Houston Texans team. Now he's looking forward to taking the next step and beating Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in the playoffs and getting the Houston Texans to a Super Bowl.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Watson on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Cousins gives way to Cook. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense.
On the tackle. Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Jefferson.
A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball carrier.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And
with a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. To throw, Cousins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot, they run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his man, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He's got Fuller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we sit, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Play fake. Cousins. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23.
It's a gain.
But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Taken
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Again, the ball
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
They took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Cobb. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Houston set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. It's complete, Stills. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
36-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. To the air yet again, Watson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Watson. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And they'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks get them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Vikings take over 1st and 10.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. And he's found the end zone twice. And now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Shakes off the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Kirk Cousins sacked.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
At their own 30-yard line.
Watson and the Texans now. Down by 5. Just over a minute, 40 to play. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Open man, the tight end falls.
Watson's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Kenny.
This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the
Back to throw. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the 50, it's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there. Jarred free. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Johnson. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
One last throw here for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Stills, complete. And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
23.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Try to draw up a final play to get in, and they